So here we are with Bbig Vinco Ventures Inc. and the stock, after having a 4-day rally to the upside, has actually decided to cool off a bit, and it's sitting sideways now, right? Fighting between the 330s and 350s, and we're going to look at this with Ultimate 42 Vision and also 42 Vision to see what's going on within the shifts and if a bear indicator has come up and what the 4-hour and 1-day is showing in the bigger picture. This could be a setup, like I usually say, for the next bull run, but we need to confirm that by looking at resistance levels and supports that will be key going into tomorrow and even next week. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning, and one of them nearly reached home run territory. And if you guys want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we're going to jump right into it here with Bbig Vinco Ventures Inc. So the stocks I mentioned this morning turned out to give realistic expectations, and if you guys want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning, and OLB nearly reached home run territory in just 20 minutes. And if you look at it here on the chart, we caught it as it was consolidating, slightly pulled back, got that bull indicator at 226, reversing, and then full strength here on 42 Vision, hitting a highest point towards the bell of 18% plus. And this all happened in a matter of 20 minutes, guys. If you guys want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbig Vinco Ventures Inc. and it's pulling back, right? But this was not the only stock pulling back. There was a lot of different stocks pulling back, but there is one big difference today, and we saw it with the SPY, right? There's a detachment going on now again, where the SPY pulled back slightly this morning and things continue to pull upwards. Now after hours, it pulled right back down. I think Facebook has a lot to do with that after their earnings. But if you look at our SPY bot, it sent us a bear indicator early on in the morning and also a bull indicator on the reversal, and puts were up 2 to 3x, and calls on the reversal on the way back up. When those bull indicators popped up, they were up nearly 2x as well. Phenomenal clarity within the volatility of the markets. That's the goal with it, to have that edge to maximize on opportunities. That's our new release that you can now gain access to as well by joining the 42 Vision tier level, and the link is down below in the description. And you also gain access to the bull and bear indicators upon joining, guys. The bull and bear indicators to receive the clarity you deserve within the volatility in the markets to maximize on what's going on. So Bbig here has a bull indicator that popped up way back here on January 28th. No bear indicators for 4 days straight, and today we just got a bear indicator at 340. We need to see if this is actually going to have any significant impact moving forward, and that's what we're going to break down in today's video. So when we zoom in actually and we pull up the 15-minute, you could see that it was under a bear indicator today as soon as the bell rang, and through the volatility it shifted back into a bull indicator. So in the volatility, things are a lot more up and down. You could see how many times bull and bear indicators are popping up. Now on the 30-minute though, it's the first time we see a bear indicator, and things are a little bit different compared to the last one. The last one was shifting from dark green with red borders to red, and things collapsed pretty quickly. Today it popped up after consolidating and sitting sideways all day, and then all of a sudden things slightly went to the downside, and it got that bear indicator there at 340, hit lows here of about 327, and has bounced off the low of the day, which was the support of 327. If this can bounce back with real strength going to tomorrow, well, this bear indicator might get negated by a bull indicator. We need to see. It's not confirmed yet. On the microscopic level, things are much more volatile. Some of it has shifted back into bull indicators, but this is where it gets very, very interesting. If it retests these lows here of 327 and it breaks through it, the next support is down here at 308 from yesterday's low. That is going to be significant to be watched. And it's very interesting that it got rejected at the highs today and yesterday's highs and did not reach up here at 375, which is a very, very important resistance level that the bulls need to get up to and break out of, okay? They got rejected even before it. This is something to watch, something to be aware of. So, when I zoom out though, and I put the 4-hour, which is what we've been watching, things have been under a bear indicator. And I've told you guys that a lot of people would argue this is a double bottom because it went up, came down, and bounced off. But we needed to see how strong this bounce would be. And quickly, things have shifted back downwards. It went from dark green to dark green with red borders, starting to signify some weakness, still under that bear indicator. And in this whole entire move, even though it looks like a double bottom, and yes, it bounced back up and so forth, getting back to the threes, this went ahead and did not get a bull indicator anywhere around this area. No bull indicators. So if it tries to set up, right, as I call it, for the next bull run, not a setback, but a setup, well, it's going to be important for it to break through certain resistance levels. And within this next run, a bull indicator should be popping up somewhere along those lines, because that's a lot of strength coming from down here all the way up to these levels up here, close to $4 or $3.75 or anywhere it actually pops up. But no bull indicator has popped up at all in this strength. So that is something to be aware of here on the 4-hour. Now, if I put the 1 day, you could see the bigger picture that things are not as strong as they look when things were moving, right? Because even though it's actually going up through this double bottom effect that a lot of people would call it a double bottom because it went down here, came up, came down, and popped up, things are still under a bear indicator as well. And this right here, this bar is actually shrinking compared to the previous one. When that starts to happen, the things that start to happen after that is either the next one turns into a red one like this one and there's a pullback, or they keep on shrinking and they set up for the next bull run, kind of sitting sideways until the next leg up. But no bull indicators popping up along those lines. So that's what we need to watch. And also, how quickly does this shift from dark green back to red? And is this shrinking effect going to affect the momentum it's picked up to the upside? That's what I've been watching on the 1 day. And we're still under a bear indicator as well. Same thing for the 4-hour. No bull indicator. And things are shifting back. Now, on the 30-minute though, we just got a bear indicator after 4 days back to back with the momentum. And today's high during the trading hours was 351. I would just round that down to 350. Definitely needs to be broken through. Yesterday's high is 360. And the highest point here that we saw in the last run before things collapsed back down towards the 260s is up here at 375. Then turn that into a support and bounce towards $4. Those are going to be the key levels to watch moving forward to the upside. But right now, things are looking pretty volatile. And it's very interesting because this is the first time in a while that this went ahead and detached from the SPY. The SPY is continuing to push higher, even though things in the after hours are pulling downwards. Like I said, I think that has to do with Facebook's earnings and what they stated on forward guidance. But this is actually just pointing downwards when you look at it. And it's trying to bounce back up while the SPY is pointing down. So this is a huge detachment that can tell us a lot about what's to come if this loses momentum really fast. And if the SPY starts following it as well, if it starts pulling downwards, breaking through 327, struggling to stay above 307, 308, give or take, and if the SPY goes down with it in that direction, things are going to look pretty bearish, and we have supports to watch if they're going to turn into an opportunity or if we're going to retest the recent lows between the 250s and 260s. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.